What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. Today, we're gonna be playing one pair type of hand from a very deep stack. Let's get started. What do you guys wanna do here? Three bet or call?
Raise for value,
How often?
97%.
Every time. Okay, pair board as the aggressor in a three bet pot. Take
Bet big.
You wanna size up,
It's
Scott?
not a paired board. Twos are not a pair.
Okay, two are not a pair with bet big.
It's actually a nothing. I don't see any cards out there. I think we got a blank board this time.
Blank board.
Yeah.
Yeah, my inclination was either check or bet big there.
Nice.
And how big did we bet? I know we bet, was it 50 or 75?
It preferred 75.
Good.
Alright, let's three bet the jacks. He calls. I wanna be very, very polar here. So something may be around like pop.
I don't
Um,
think so.
Why not?
The board is this, the board is
Kinda like it.
rainbow. The board is, I mean, it's barely connected. And there's no completed equity. Oh, wait, a minute.
Jack's pretty
Never
vulnerable.
mind. That's why we can do it. That's why we can do it. I'm done.
I
Yeah,
like where
I'm
your
with ya.
head's at, Louis. I think
Bet big.
B75 makes sense. 100 might be a little big.
Yeah. Big bet.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, well, we stripped
Okay.
him of a lot of ace X by betting so big, right? That's
Good.
the benefit.
Bet
Yep.
25.
Like,
Check.
You
he'll
wanna
have like
down
ace
bet to
queen of
25.
hearts. But
I think at this point, we need to check and capture, no?
Yes.
It's our best
I don't know,
outcome.
man. What
He
if you beat
doesn't have
10 or
any
something
ace,
silly?
right? He probably
Then we
lost
call.
a bunch of aces.
Right.
We did.
Yeah,
He's
B
still gonna
10
be
is
here with
anyway.
some ace high hearts and some ace high diamonds, so he is gonna have some aces here.
Yeah,
We're lucky he's not bluffing it. I feel like in game, my opponent is always gonna bet here on an ace if I check.
get some sets.
And check.
Check call. Check call.
Ah, alright,
Let's go.
alright.
Check call.
Why do
Spade.
we call here? So we block the flush, right?
Yep.
He doesn't have a seven?
He's got some sevens, he's got some aces, but this is still high enough up in range.
What seven could he show?
7, 8 of diamonds.
Yeah, he's gonna have the seven of diamonds here.
Okay, so whatever we call, even shove. on
Yep.
it.
There are no folds.
Wow, what a light call on the flop, man. We bombed
Gross.
it. You called with that for a bomb?
Yeah,
It's
You
it's
got
the
us.
implied odds of deep stack poker. Flush is boss.
yeah, he got us.
Three
Oh,
bet.
we're not that deep. We bombed it, man. Such a thin call with the 8 kicker. Like ace
Maybe-
10,
maybe if
show
we
me ace
made-
10.
Maybe if we
Danny,
made it
Danny,
eight.
Danny, let him free yourself from all of this. It's fine.
Dude. I'm
Maybe if we
marking
bet
this guy.
125, he would have folded it.
Free yourself, Danny.
I'm marking him.
It's not necessary.
Mark him as a solver.
He- Okay, so here we are. We three bet the queen.
Sticky AF.
25 or check.
25 or 10
I
or
check this. I check this in game too much.
Yeah.
can't forget about 10. We love 10.
Ooh, I like that.
And check.
10 again.
If we bet, it's very small.
I'm down for the check. I wanna play this pot as a 10, 10, 10.
Negative goes further.
Come on.
Lost the minimum. That's the same as winning. Three bet.
How often?
We already saw this one, right? It was like
55,
50-50.
45. 55, 45. What is it? What was the number?
60-40.
Close enough.
Ooh, what do we do now?
It's not a spade.
board of incomplete equity and high draw with good range connection. Man. This might just be a check.
I'm team check. Check or what? Or 10? Can we 10 this board? Maybe, probably not. Yeah, I'm team check.
It's an ace high board where the three bet are, it's pretty good here. We got a spade. So, no reason
Yeah.
not to bet here.
Well, this, it hits his range really well. So yeah, we have to be a little
Oh,
more.
we're gonna
careful.
bluff. It's not
Mm.
for the reason you wanted to, Louis.
It's our range, man.
We're gonna bluff a lot of runouts.
It's our range, is it not? We bet a lot on this.
Yeah. I mean, it is our range, yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
We just bet a lot on this flop. Right? The 75 though, I.
yeah, we're starting to bluff already, basically. We're like, we have good blocking properties, like almost any turn card we can fire again. This and that. Okay, this is a
Like-
complete
This
brick.
is not a turn card we can fire again.
You wouldn't think so. You certainly wouldn't think so.
After
What
betting
does Louis wanna
75.
do?
I'm checking.
We needed a spade, an eight, a six, or a jack. We did not get them.
Now you have to think about, the tournament buy-in, how much does it cost? Is it the 5? Is it the 10? Is it 100? And then
a fold.
you start to look at the country, is it easy from Brazil, easy from, United States? Where's he from,
You
He's
block
from the
every
hard
bluff.
drive.
Fold your hand.
And then after that, once you're done putting on all this cloud makeup, you're like, okay, I don't need none of that. I'm just gonna fold.
Yep.
The same reasons why our hand made
Oh.
a good bluff are the reasons why it makes a terrible call. On the turn.
Hmm. What is this?
This is a donk on a board that is not donking.
Hee haw.
We're gonna call.
Yep. We have the
Raise.
four spades. Fold it without the four spades.
Raise unit.
I'm a net.
Oh,
Aw, look what, you would have been rewarded if you had raised.
Yeah, but, we're too deep here.
Nope. It was doing it.
This is not a 5, Danny. This is a 108.
Yeah, even better. The bigger the stakes, the harder I punt.
I know.
I'm never calling here, but there's gotta be some check raises when you block the flush and block the straight.
I agree.
Never doing it in game, but there's gotta be some in there.
I would not pull the trigger on this one though.
Oh, there is a call.
I would raise the flop, but I'm too scared to raise the river.
We found it. B-money had it.
What was the size?
It was this one, the first one.
They keep putting an ace
Okay.
here, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, what gives? No spade? Alright, just
Mhm.
B10 again?
and
Can we play the 10 line?
25.
Come on. It's the majority line.
Why would you bet 10? I don't understand this sizing.
Just play the line.
Just explain.
Maybe you'll find
sizing.
out.
Explain your sizing.
Ace high board, 3-bet pot, we're giga deep. A
Yeah,
lot of stuff auto folds.
I'm just
We can
betting
still get
small.
value despite there being an overcard. We can like ensure that a jack calls once. We can get a
Jack
call
is calling
from
small.
pocket sevens with the spade.
You're still a one pair
10, 9
hand.
of hearts.
You don't
Yeah, go ahead,
want,
Pete.
you're still a one pair hand at the end of the day. You still don't want to get 100 bigs in.
You're just trying to like block your way to showdown.
Oh,
How do you like your one pair hand now?
well, it's easy to play now.
Just
Alright.
fold.
That's my line versus
Man,
Limber's.
you lost 3.5 more chips than you had to.
Thing
My line
is,
versus.
I'm a station then. If I bet one and he raises me, I might level myself, you know?
It's not one. It's a little more.
I might level myself, you know? I bet so small. He raises so small.
Well,
Everything
don't do that.
small.
Just don't level yourself then. Just click fold. It's fine.
Okay, we got a spade here. We bet 25.
You might have tens
This
here
could be
too.
another tenner, dude. Could be another tenner.
Oh, what do you wanna bet on a monotone board?
Hmm. It's just because we three bet, Pete.
I use this 10 and it's
So-
fine. Like, I promise you,
Yeah.
it works fine.
Who has more flushes in a three bet pot? The three better or the caller?
The caller.
Caller for sure, yeah.
Right? And like all the big cards are unblocked here, so it's not great. And like our nines have some showdown, we have some flush draw showdown, like we have a lot.
Click
We
the
can
10.
continue. Yeah, if
Do
a
it.
lot of money
Thank you.
doesn't go in this pot.
Ay, ay, ay.
Jack.
So I need to bet 10 more often, it seems. Now
I
what
like
you
check.
say?
Check or
Ooh.
10.
Pick or 10.
Check
Start
or
10.
10.
Okay, okay. I see what we're doing.
Okay.
And now. Okay, so sure, we check our 10, check our 10, check our 10. Here we are facing this here. What do we defend with?
First, we defend with all our flushes, then we defend with all our trips and full houses. Then we defend with aces, then we defend with jacks.
Okay.
Right? Like this is pretty far down the hierarchy.
You gotta think about what we have in our line though. We played 10 check, check. Like, we're pretty devoid of good stuff when we check twice, right?
No, we have jacks and aces here still, right? And we're definitely gonna have some traps with like
We definitely have jacks. I don't know how many aces we checked twice.
uh
I guess they chop, any ace chops with, you know, any low kicker. So maybe we
I
do.
don't like this call. Oh. Well,
Greatest
I
call
guess,
ever.
you know, we had a spade, so. Okay, let's three bet. No three bet much here. It's 10%.
remember the split, the three earlier positions less, the three more later positions more.
Okay,
Check range.
think it's more of a call.
Be a fold.
Why? Fold. It's never a fold.
Because we have ace high that's better than this, and we have cards that connect between the 7 and the 10 that are going to be able to continue before king queen does, and we'll have all the backdoor flush cards that are able to continue before king queen does. Like when you're deep stacked, right, the flush is boss and the straight is second boss, and having the cards like having an 8 or a 9 is going to be better here than this. But I mean, maybe it's still connected enough to the 10 to call.
I'm still calling Pete.
Hey guys,
Alright.
I was on my other headphones where I couldn't talk. But I was gonna say you really also want flush draws. Yeah, you want to be able to make a flush by the river.
Folding is fine.
But let's go Chippy V Warrior. Get in there. Yeah, like
Alright, check fold.
I like to overfold pre-flop, Pete, but once we're here, I'm on the other side of the fence.
You wanna fold when the bets are small and call when the bets are big, right?
Enjoy rubbing up against that electric fence.
Hey, once you choose to play, you're in, you gotta play.
I ain't gonna play though. No more.
Well, you tried.
We had some good suck out activity here. Okay, so we three bet.
Still even versus hijack flatting 10%.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Hey, what's up,
Mhm.
man?
How's it going? Hey, the background noise isn't too bad, is it?
No, we
you're
had
good.
you muted.
All right.
You can just unmute yourself if you wanna say something. If anything, I'll mute you back, no worries. I would go 75 here, we're very deep. We have a
Too
very
big.
strong hand.
It's a range bet.
50?
Okay.
Uh,
Whoa, alright. Is it not a range bet?
Is
Or it
it?
is, but we
It
still
is,
mix
but
like
you got the best ones.
rainbow. Okay, you know what? Look at this board.
You gotta.
I
get
was
out there.
looking at, sorry, I was looking at small blind versus three bet versus button and some of the low jack. It was at 60, but I think it's like one of those, I heard you saying before, like, oh, frequency goes up, so size goes down. I think in these spots with like ace top of range and ace king on these boards, it's where like it's high frequency.
And big
With
size stuff.
with big sizing, because you're just pushing the range advantage. And the nut advantage. You're pushing the nut advantage.
That is a range bet board.
Wow, wait, go back for a sec. I need to take that in.
You can bet small, you can bet big, you can bet huge. Those are your options.
See, they say
Brilliant.
a broken clock is right twice a day. This is where I am 100% right.
Yeah, there you go.
Finally,
Finally.
You can't bet jacks very big.
it's here.
You
You
can't
can
bet
bet
king.
You
The
blocked it.
other one you wanted to pot, it was a 75, so you've been pretty on point.
So, I mean, if we think through it, like king is really good for our range. It makes us want to bet. Jack is a strong card. There's incomplete equity with no straight here. He's got to defend all of his backdoor flushes here, so he's gonna have to call a lot. So we just get to apply a lot of pressure with our slightly stronger range.
So we pot and he calls, and now a 9 still interacts, but doesn't bring in much except for queen 10.
And a
10-8.
I mean 10, yeah.
But it also brings in all the two pairs too, right?
No, 10-8, does he, 10-8 of hearts, will he call for pot? I guess so.
Yeah,
In
you'd think so.
game, I'm making a mistake here. I'm
Two
sure.
pair,
I would push
yeah.
in game. For
no,
sure.
I would just go 50.
I know. I think the reasonable option is 50. But I am pushing in game.
You wanna get all
Yeah.
in with one pair.
I think
Okay.
you have that move more often when there's like a double flush draw board and also when this 9 is brickier. If it was king, jack, 7 deuce, then that's a pretty nice spot to shove because no straight draws have gotten there. But here, like a lot of two pairs and straight draws did just get there.
Anyone is checking here?
No,
I
Pete
kind of
will.
understand it once you think about it.
I
Like
don't
we
think I would
bet-
find check.
We
I
bet
don't know
pot on
what I
the
would
flop
find.
and then we check.
Yeah, so
I guess just think about the range that, yeah, he's got it.
yeah, the rainbow nature of the turn means that he's still here with all his backdoor flush draws that bricked, and he's gonna have to bluff some of them.
Are you trying to keep the fish on the line, Pete?
Yeah.
Is that what's going on here?
Well,
And
if
I
you
mean-
jam now, Louis, I think he'll play perfectly, right? Like,
Yeah,
Oh, look at
He's not
he'll
aces.
gonna
call
have
you with
any-
stuff that
Look,
beats
look at
you.
aces. Look at
and with the
aces,
correct equity.
you know, so look at king, queen here. You know, shipping, you know,
king queen blocks the straight. It's better than ace king.
And aces unblocks every top top pair. So
all were calls, yeah.
uh.
I asked this question to everybody. What do you guys think? I hate checking in this spot because I feel like solver is bluffing a lot more in position here compared to most mid-stakes fields. You're just giving, you're not solver checks because it knows that in position is going to bet, but I think in position checks back a lot here in real life.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't know. I think it's also just like two different straight draws just got there. We don't block them. Like how much do you want to just like pile against queen 10 now? And like that was some of your own bluffs. Like once your queen 10 gets there, how excited is your opponent to just like station against you with ace jack or something?
Like, I don't think people find it 7-6 here or king 6, right?
I mean, I feel like they'll probably be, they might find checks backs with. I mean, they're definitely not betting ace queen here, right? Like they're gonna realize equity, king queen. I feel like you're gonna think even a lot of their value stuff, they're gonna check back.
Yeah, maybe there's 50% less betting here, right?
To that last question, I feel like in these spots, it's like we're not trying to get away from our hand. So it's like I understand that we don't want to be piling against queen 10, which is why you don't want to shove because he's gonna find a lot of folds if you shove. But if you bet 50%, he's still got a call with a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? Like he's got,
Yeah, I hear
Queen
that, but
jack
isn't he a
or-
lot more excited to bluff catch if like, let's say he has that ace queen type hand, flop or turn goes check, check. Suppose he makes the queen on the river, like now you're getting a bet paid against that hand, where like ace queen doesn't really need to call you
Well,
now.
that's a four
I just think
liner.
like,
I know what you
yeah,
mean, Tim, but
like
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
those hands are just like more excited to bluff catch you once you check the turn.
I think I kind of agree on this kind of board with B money. There's so many things that just like have the odds. Even if you don't even have to go half, right? You could be 30. And then like Jack 10 will always call. Well, I mean, Jack 10's double gutted, so that would always call anyway. But like Queen Jack will always call if you be 30 here, probably.
And then we push on it or we just call.
yes, Jesus
I
Christ.
don't know. I can imagine just putting it in at this point. There's so little money behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
See, the EV's the same. It's just not going to be able to fold on the river. So
Like he's
we-
never, like nobody's betting ace queen there, right? Like they're just,
Yeah,
you're not turning ace queen into a bluff.
yeah, I agree.
True.
people who do try and bluff ace queen there don't fold it.
Maybe me if I roll high once in a blue moon,
Was that last one hijack versus small blind?
Um. Yeah,
Okay, I'm looking it up myself. I'm curious.
well, what do you wanna know?
Oh, I mean, a lot of stuff. I want to see like what we are barreling with on turns. Like it wants to check back with this hand. I wonder if like, since we're going this like hyper polarized route, if we're barreling like lower sets and two pairs.
King, queen.
Yeah, little king jack. Hard to
Like,
say because we have so little jack nine in range.
we're betting almost every king in our range.
Kind of.
And then aces, Then tens.
Weird, man.
That ace ten suited is a little obscure, right?
Yeah. I think it's kind of weird.
Right.
How often? Okay, 0%. I was gonna say, how often is this three bet ball? 0. I knew it'd be low. I wasn't aiming for a high number, but I was like, if you told me 10%, I'd say sure.
Are you looking for 3 bets or 4 bets with small pair, Tims?
I mean,
I know
it's a little-
that's your thing.
Nah.
I've
Check
seen it.
raise.
I have footage, Tim.
We have footage of one time. One time.
I got it. I got it.
No, I'm just always looking for the slivers, like, you know, like we were saying, like flatting ace king. Most of us aren't doing it a lot, but we know it's involved, so.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Woof.
Now,
Let's bomb it, right?
how much of a bomb do you wanna throw? Like
I don't
50?
wanna throw 200.
50 is gonna be cold.
Oh, boy.
83.
82,
It's just
you
like,
wanna go
isn't this
free?
like bet big with big hands, man? 200%, let's go. Like a double flush draw. He doesn't have a
200%,
straight.
Tim.
He doesn't have a straight. Like, call me with pocket kings. I dare you.
Not gonna be
My
good.
bluffs, my bluffs are 10-9 of spades, okay? Like,
I could honestly see this sizing,
let's
but I
fucking
have no
go.
clue. I have no clue.
If you want to get 100 big blinds in, you're gonna have to go 300%.
I'm betting 50.
300.
Pete, you're
guys
convincing me.
are
Wow.
3%. Let's go.
You guys are,
GO2.
You know what?
Geo-
Let's just put it in
Geo-
now. Why not, you know?
I'm going 55 here. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness.
300%, let's
200%.
go.
200%. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
You nerds. How did you
This-
find that one?
This is the type of hand that wants to put 100 big blinds in the pot.
Yeah. On
And
almost
this
all
is the
rivers,
way
even if
you
it's a
get to do it.
flush river, like I don't give a shit. Like I have a set. Like
Yeah.
call me. Yeah.
Jeez, Louise.
Yeah.
Calm
How do
down,
you-
man.
How do you like your
He's
protected
so
ace-9 now,
little.
buddy?
You
Yeah,
can't be
Yeah.
afraid. You can't be afraid of
Now,
missing
now
value.
see Tim? He has pocket king. What are you gonna do?
Whatever. He has
All
ace
in.
king. He has ace nine.
How does he have
It's
ace king?
all
He
in.
checks
I'm
back.
all
with-
in.
Yeah, especially with the flush draws missing. This is a ship it. Like 10-9 of spades is a bluff. I want to get him to fold.
If I had like 200 blinds, I would go all in.
Yeah, let's go.
We're gonna mix both of the really big sizes here.
You
We have a
wanna-
little bit of 10-7 of hearts in range. Like, come on.
Okay, well, I must be missing something because this is not unusual.
4 or 5 of spades, I think is gonna take this line, like blocks that bottom set that he could turn.
So check on the flop and you guys are going to.
Cause he's super capped. We expect that
I get it.
he,
I get
this is
it,
standard.
but. Wait, I need to see this.
It's pretty standard. You bet big against a failed.
Pretty standard.
bet. The question is how big?
Two
The question is
spot,
how
you go
big?
out there, two spotting, right? Very
Let's
standard.
go.
Ten.
You want fold
mean-
equity. He caps himself. You want fold equity with your draws and stuff.
And like I said, we're betting 10-9 in here. Like you want him to get him off of an ace by river with your bombing 10-9.
It looks like the only size we really use, it's 200%.
I called 5-4 because you want to have both the straight draw and you want to block him turning bottom set, which is like a reasonable check back hand for him to check pocket fours on the flop. So just like bomb it with 5-4. He doesn't have a set. He doesn't have two pair. He doesn't have a straight. He doesn't have a flush. Call me. Find out if I'm bluffing. Put all your chips in.
Your ace-9 doing now, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're polarized around like ace 5, like weak aces. His like, yeah, ace 9 is like worth a big blind for his calls. Bullshit.
Dude, imagine you check back ace deuce of clubs on the flop, hoping to like get to showdown cheap, and then your opponent just blasts 13 on the turn.
You guys are insane.
You're not feeling very good.
And he's got a bluff catch us pretty wide, so you can go
Yeah.
for a milky value of 88% here or go all in for 200.
Hmm.
Can we also look at really quickly the c-bet range on the flop, the low jack c-bet range? Or like,
Yeah, why would
they're
he ever
flopping up.
check back, huh?
Let's see what we're
Pocket
attacking here, right?
fives. He actually checks a lot. I guess because against small blind, like our
It's
range
against
is kind of,
small, yeah.
yeah, our range is kind of condensed and decent.
Mm-hmm.
Not super trashy. We don't have jack deuce suited. We don't have queen 6-0.
We are the bug heading to the windshield when the aces and kings.
You're underwater, Pete.
Yeah, follow up. Chip it. Let's go. And you see that medium size is not losing a ton. But big size is fine.
Do you ship on a flush completing card?
No, then you have to size down. It's such a mess. Like,
Then what?
then you have to
What's
like,
your
then
strategy?
you have to pull out some half pot bullshit. You generally will keep betting sets for value out of position, because like out of position you bet thinner, because like kind of worse to bluff catch than it is to just like put in the value bet yourself and let him call you with a weak ace. So you're still gonna value bet sets, I think, generally here, but you're gonna slow down a little bit. Nope.
Nope.
No, that's bombing it, right?
It's bomb
Okay,
maybe.
but give him something. The king of spades also removes tons of flushes. Give him like deuce of
Hearts?
spades or something. No, deuce of spades. Because the king of spades like removes like all flush combos that he was calling down with, right?
Yeah, that makes more sense. And then you're just going about.
Yeah, now we size down a lot. Because when the king of spades comes, I'm like, screw you, you don't have flushes, because you were mainly calling down with king of spades flushes or flush draws.
Should there not be a hotness report for the river?
No, apparently not.
Okay, and then hearts? You jamming?
Yeah,
Not
no, I
so
mean,
much,
right?
betting,
That's
betting
small.
medium. Betting medium.
Okay, and then what about like a 10 of spade? The jamming or no?
Still gonna, no, probably less jamming, but like medium. It's worth a
Merc?
medium bet for value. Yeah, it's got some jamming, it's got some bet 88.
He probably, does he check back flush draws on the flop? So I feel like if we're thinking about our range, what are we gonna? It's probably grouping our flushes and that set of sixes as the same in the same group. So which is why we're probably taking the same line, right? Like, cause he probably doesn't have a lot of spade flushes when he checks back to flop.
No, he does.
He should have a little bit, he should
he always
primarily
shows-
have king high flushes.
Does he check back king, queen of spades though on the flop?
Yeah, that's a pretty good check back hand.
Check it out. See if he checks back what flush draws he checks back on the flop.
He always protects both ranges with flush draws.
Yeah, like king, queen, king, jack are good checkbacks. Because they want to keep in like dominated, they want to preserve the value of the pair outs. Like the flush is good, of course, but like he wants to keep in our king five of diamonds, right? Like it's not of any interest to him to bet us off that hand. We don't have the hand, but you know what I mean.
what's
Weaker
the-
king X, weaker queen X.
He wants to bluff higher equity ones that block our continues. So he's gonna bluff with the 7 or the 9 more often.
Yep.
Than with the jack or the queen.
Yeah, and they have showdown, like 10-9 of spades is interested in betting us off of king 9 of diamonds. That's a nice fold to get. It's like ironic, king queen wants to, maintain value of the pair outs, and 10-9 needs to create value for its pair outs by getting us off dominating 9x. I feel a checker is coming. Ooh, donking.
Oh,
That's a donk board.
Bigger, 55 at least.
mostly
Okay, yeah,
call.
it's in there. Not a calling.
Either you, why you wanna call?
So there's completed equity and he chose to bet anyways. So you're gonna be able to check raise the turn here. And your range mostly defends by calling.
What a goofy hand, and then the king rolls off and we don't. Like what?
So we check raise, right?
We check raised and now we
Check
continue.
raise.
Oh, we
turn.
check raised. I'm sorry, we're not donking. Okay, sorry. Yeah, that makes sense.
What a stupid card.
What a stupid card. He
Alright,
just
well.
doesn't have a lot of 7x as
Punt
played.
it off.
No, you can't go that big, Louis. It's too much. He's just not gonna call us with weaker. We destroy the value of the hand if we go that big.
What
Like,
is
are
it,
you
1-1?
calling?
Because of the four liner?
Yeah. It's not that we think we're beat that much. It's just like, he's not calling us with like ace king if we overbet here.
Is he not?
It's like indifferent probably. Like, those are the kinds of hands we want us to have wanted to call us with. And heck, like pocket queens. Yeah. Tiny size, we got him off of, off of jacks. Flex.
3-bet some.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, against button, we 3-bet these pairs a lot more because button has so
Yeah.
much trash.
He's gonna have some fives in range here. We're gonna have less. I'm gonna check here. You're gonna have some protected kings as well.
Block it.
We could go for some thin value, maybe 61.
Hmm.
Yeah. Right? He could call that size bet with a king or a queen.
Ugh,
Oh, brother.
I'm folding in game.
Yeah. The in-game fold.
Probably, like,
Might be a solver fold too.
He's lying, shove it in
Yeah.
his face.
We have to call.
Fold it.
Oh,
We have to.
Ooh.
yeah, zero EV. It's fine.
The king is
Mostly
on the
call.
board, the
Mostly call.
queen is on the board. It really has to be the ace or we win. He
Oh
was-
yeah, he only has the ace, every combo of ace jack offsuit, ace 10 offsuit, ace 9 offsuit, ace 8 offsuit,
pocket kings, pocket queens.
king 5. Ace king with the ace of spades, king 10 with the 10 of
He did it with the
spades.
10 of spades. He 10 of spades you for value.
Hurts. It hurts.
Alright, fours is gonna mainly be a call against cutoff. We're not gonna be getting that spicy here, right?
Yep.
Fold.
We have the 4 spades. I want to fold anyway, but we do have the 4 spades.
I think equity realization is just way too low here. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, just fold it.
Especially against a big bet, maybe against small bet, it's call it.
Right.
4th pair.
Okay, this here. How does the range wants to play? I think we're polar here. Or is it more of a rangy spot?
There's completed equity and he has that equity. He has 4-5. He didn't fold it.
Yeah, I think this is probably just gonna bet small a fair amount. Right? 10 and 25.
Is it because of locked up equity? It wants to check so much? Or is it
Well,
like he misses that board too much?
well,
He
he's gonna have a lot of value bets here with pairs that are worse than aces. Right? So we're gonna be able to lower the SPR pretty quickly, and our ace of spades is pretty resilient. Right? So
When we
We're-
check here, do you think we're checking for check raise or check call?
for sure we're gonna check raise with the ace of spades.
Okay. Okay.
We also have the one combo that's gonna do it the most, ace of spades, ace of hearts, blocking both intuitive continues. Yeah. And like,
I feel like ace is gonna have some calls because it never needs any protection.
yeah.
Do you wanna raise small here?
Maybe 55. We're gonna be pretty polar
It's-
here.
He
It's
bet big, right?
fine raising, but calling, yeah.
So look at that. It's checking to call,
call.
not to raise.
I feel like this is a spot where you don't, I feel like, again, this is one of the spots where it's assuming a lot of betting from the button. So it's like in game, guys are never, like if I don't, is he gonna take Jack 10 of diamonds and turn it into a bluff here or whatever? Probably not, or whatever. So it's like, I feel like betting, in-game betting here is fine, because you're just gonna get called. He's not bluffing, he's trash enough, and he's gonna call with any pairs, and you could just get his money. He's gonna be sticky with that. If he's bad, he might even spaz out with like, pocket sevens, pocket eights here.
Well, that's, I think, the goal, like, to see something that's this high EV and check calling, wow,
So
protecting our range.
Aces loves doing that. Aces is always like the outlier in that, because it never needs any protection, right? Like, so it's just like this almost, there are almost no, unless the board is super wet, like, 7-8-5 or something like that. There's almost no run out that's bad for aces, especially when we double block the flush draw. So it's just like, yeah, we'll just check call here. But in game,
Well, it's because the bottom card paired, right? Did we talk about that? Sorry, I'm doing other stuff too.
Not yet,
Okay.
we're getting there.
Like, I think that's a big part of it here is you can't get sucked out by any two pair anymore.
Well, no, like, we didn't check raise the flop here, which I thought we would have.
Oh, I see.
like, I bet
I
you
see,
tens
I
check.
thought we bet flop and now we're
Well,
checking.
maybe, I don't
My
know.
bad.
Yeah, I agree with the case for checking or for betting or for check raising tens more. And to that thing, that was B Money saying, I've made some huge money, like appropriately slow playing aces in some spots where they just like think that top pair is the nuts because they can't imagine that I have a better hand than that. And then get paid big on like a river raise sometimes, like on this kind of board, like a king or queen rolls off. And they're like, well, like, what do you have? Like I have a, like I have like aces up, like I beat every hand other than deuces and boats.
Last night I had a pretty good example of a spot where I probably should have slow played aces. But there was a guy with like $300 all in. The bounty was too big and I lost my money.
Wait, so how often did we check flop here? I missed it.
Rarely bet flop and never check raise.
So now what?
Oh, I thought we mostly bet the flop.
No, it was
I was
60%
thinking-
check,
I thought we mostly bet the flop.
40% check, 60% bet.
Yeah. But when
Okay.
we check the call, but
Still
also
a
if he
good
bet
chunk of
smaller,
check.
if he bet, what was his size there? He bet 5 into 20. No, that's small.
He
Okay.
bets 25%
Okay. Yeah. So we're not check raising at all.
somehow or not. So now
Okay.
we don't start to lead, basically?
No. Do the same thing.
Right, yeah, no lead.
I mean,
Keep trapping, right?
Yeah,
we're gonna-
especially with ace of spades, we're not that scared of flushes, like, what are we really scared of? Like, we would, I mean, he doesn't really have jack six, but we would love to have jack six here,
yeah,
hands like that.
Check.
Check.
Really?
and we're gonna rely on him to shove.
He's gonna check behind. He's gonna check behind with his 7s, 8s, and 9s though.
I think we got
Holy
that.
shit,
We did
we
it.
are calling, but it's
Oh yeah, we're
big
calling.
call. Yeah, big call. Or beat sometimes.
No, we've got
Just the nuts. What was that about the two pairing?
Lol.
Wait, what happened?
He had
He
quad.
had
the one combo.
quad deuces.
Oh, yeah, okay. Fake
Quad
two pair.
squad.
Okay, let's go. Okay, now we're gonna play the trick.
Now we're gonna check raise.
We check call.
55. No, check raise. Bottom pair, check raise. We unblock top pair.
So the bottom pair seems intuitive. What are we check raising as a bluff here? That's what I wanna know.
Straight draw stuff around 5-4, like especially not even necessarily the open ender, but like any gut shots that we have, like 8-7 is pretty sweet.
Ace, 6, 8, 8, 7, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, ace-3, ace-6 even could get in there. And really anything with like a 6 or a 3 is pretty nice.
all the wheels.
Back-
with
Backdoor flush, yeah.
Might even turn
Kings,
bottom pair with the backdoor straight into or with a backdoor flush into a bluff here.
yeah, I don't hate it. Yep, we
3,
don't
ace
really.
2, king 3.
Yeah.
Yep, I
little
called it
king
ace-6,
four.
ace-3, king-6, king-3, queen-6.
6, 7, stuff in the middle.
8-6, 8-7, a little bit
Surprising,
stuff
though.
wrapped
Why,
around the
why not?
10.
And the
What-
ace-10.
Okay, so it really doesn't wanna have an 8 here. Or a 7, it dislikes 8s and 7s. Right?
Yep. A little jack-9, jack-8, stuff wrapped around the 10 as well for that straight draw.
Hmm.
Little bit of queen-jack is in there,
Right.
board
And it
coverage.
doesn't like a single 8 or a 7 because it doesn't want, it doesn't want us to block his bluffs, but 7-8 is good enough to actually play. I think that's it.
Yeah, fair. This is, I
Okay.
think, a spot
7,
where
8
we
came in.
can't like hyper polarize, given that some straights came in, but we're still betting for value. Maybe
Yeah.
83, maybe 55, somewhere in that range. Yep, 83. On a more bricky turn card, we might open.
Okay, that's bad.
What are we supposed to do? I lean towards 35.
No jamming?
No, absolutely not. Not on a 3 flush, 4 straight.
What about 60?
I just don't think this hand's good enough.
We check call basically, flush completed, there was a 4-liner.
No, you're gonna do more thin betting out of position. You can't just check call because you just give control over the pot to him.
You
And
bet
he-
35 and then you call it off?
Probably not, maybe in soft land. I think we're gonna be blocking this hand more, cuz this is like still a lot of value, 10. Okay. 10.
You bet 10, do you call it off?
I don't know.
You probably have to.
Whoo,
You don't though. You don't have to.
we have to, I
Just-
think. There's no 7s here.
I fold.
Who said that?
Who else?
You're in it, Scott.
Mr. Fold. I know.
You're in it. I ain't
I
gonna.
did some big folds. I did some big folds last night. I don't know if they were right.
I'm never calling here in game, but like.
What?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm never
folding in game.
folding. I'm never folding.
100%.
Wait, I didn't
in-
see how it played out though, but.
I don't
in-
care, man.
In
I ain't gonna-
solver fold. Solver fold, not even game fold.
Look at this guy. You picked him up like a little candy on the. From a kid.
Solver fold.
You saw
Yikes,
him.
What an
Was that a
out of
bluff? What
line.
was happening?
That was a bluff,
We,
yes.
we
That was a
picked him
bluff.
up. Like we
Who
stole.
turns
candy
pocket
from the
queens into a
kids.
bluff there? Let's
Solver's
be
such a
real.
sicko.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
it was obvious.
That's like exhibit A of why those spots are under bluff, because those are the bluffs you need to find. You need to turn shit with like
No,
so
people,
much showdown
people
value.
won't turn that into a bluff. They'll just bluff other random crap.
Yeah,
But
I
I
agree.
didn't see the line. Maybe they don't have crap there.
We check raise the flop, we bet the turn. They don't have crap. Everything that has got something.
Yeah,
We might need a spade to call. I don't think so. I think we can call this even without a spade. We can get a 5. We can get a 6. He can check. Yep, call.
Still ahead of base high. Just
Yeah.
check.
And fold.
Fold. We've lost enough.
Yep,
Go ahead. but
stupid game. Yeah, keep going.
how much are we going for?
50.
50.
It's a super
Okay.
wet board.
Okay,
Okay, he picked up a continue. Our jack of hearts blocks it unfortunately, but let's keep betting.
How
We
much?
keep betting here.
75?
100.
100.
That's too much, is it not?
I don't think so.
Got the flush draw.
That's too
It's
much.
too much. Way too much.
Half pot. We block it, we ship it.
Yep.
No,
Milk it.
of course not.
We only get called by the nuts then. Still trying to get called by like,
Do you bet call it off for sure, right? Or
Yes.
yeah,
or fold?
I mean, this is the grossest thing.
Yeah.
But we got him.
Was he bluffing there?
Nope.
Yes.
Okay. So the queens were a bluff, but a ace jack was a value bet.
Yeah.
Okay. He bet big? Fold.
Yeah.
Fold to the
Fold.
big bet. Fold to the big bet. He bluffed us successfully for the best hand. Board is legitimately paired, so we bet small.
That's small, huh? 25 or 10?
Yep, 25 or 10.
And it's a pretty, no, big. It's a pretty bricky pair. I was gonna say
Oh.
small blind versus UTG. Like no one really
Okay.
has sixes.
We're too deep.
Like, he doesn't have a lot of sixes in range. So we can go a little
So
bigger.
now it's bet
We
50,
also
bet
check-
50, bet 50.
We also check this board with a lot of middle pairs that we have, right?
Jam,
Ship it.
ship it. And get called by a queen.
No.
Yay.
Alright, pocket sevens is gonna call against low jack. We three bet a lot against button. Do you have this? Do you have this, lock to give us sets? Cause we're just flopping set after set.
Yes, yes.
It's great.
Mix. What did we roll? We have RNG off. When you raise big on this one.
Yeah, medium and big. I would get out of the raise
You're like,
33.
you're
I-
two in
I feel like the
between,
30
Louis, like, you're trying to like raise small to keep him on the line, like, you gotta pick, like, either call to keep him in or raise big and get max value. Don't do any of this
Yeah.
wishy-washy in between.
Yeah, it's like, it's okay, it's in the mix, but like, I don't really use the tiny raise as much. I'm like more using 50%. Cause like, think about your bluffs also, like your, you know, gutters there would like to get some folds. Sliver of three betting against hijack.
You know your pocket sevens down pat.
I was just kind of extrapolating between button and low jack. It's gonna be yeah, a little bit of donking. We can check call. It's annoying.
Check call still?
Yeah, keep check calling. Okay, it bets tiny a little bit, that's fine. Alright, you have very little value here.
Folding.
Fold. You could
No, we're
bluff it, you can
indifferent
fold it.
probably.
No.
Yep, bluff it.
Oh my.
Indifferent. This
Alright.
is a sexy little jam. What is this?
Yeah. Well, it's like you checked, seven, six all the way down and then you sprung the trap on the river and you're like, aha, I still have 7, 6 in range.
For all in sizing, wow.
Alright, I wanna keep some time to review my hands from the weekend. So thanks a lot for coming, everybody. Have a good one.